Are we having fun yet? Yes, we are. Welcome to the Keanedom. I'm Andy, and welcome to another episode of Satisfactory. What are we going to do today? Well, today we are building my priority-based Ironworks factory. What is priority-based? Well, I'll get to that in the future, but first things first, we need to get some building done. Hope you guys are having a great day. I am having a fantastic one. Well, step one, we need to make this self-sufficient because I'm going to need a lot of concrete for what I'm going to do, and I need this thing to be running 24/7. So we need to do this, and we need to make it a little bit more like this. Now that this is self-sufficient and ready to go, ready to get all my base needs, we need to now work on this, and I need to raise this to the ground. I need to delete everything and make it clear, like, I don't know, kind of like this. A fresh start. Okay, guys, now what I was thinking is we're going to put this on pillars up above and get it really, really nice looking. I need to get this a little bit, well, I need to get a little bit started before I can start explaining what it looks like. It needs to look something like this. Now, when we get lines up here, we're going to put them on in a certain location, and then we're going to immediately balance them on whatever lines I have. And right now I just have two, so the load balancing is really, really easy. So this is just ore, and we're going to make it so that it makes it into ingots, and then we're going to go from here. Now the only problem I'm having right now as I'm setting this up is that right there is in my way. So I think I'm going to make this a building, and I'm going to call it like my Foundry, and then I'm going to make another building over there. So let me finish this Foundry. I think I have a few ideas, and it will look something like this. So the ore comes in, goes into these machines, turns into ingots, goes on to each one goes on one line, one goes on the other line at full capacity, and we then sort balance it, or load balance it I should say. We have a little buffer going on, and then we go on over here where we need to build the rest of the stuff. And here it is in its full glory, at least up to screws. So right now what I have is I have iron plates over there, iron rods over there. And this section right here has priority over everything else over with this big gigantic rods. Iron plates is first priority, iron rods is second priority. And what I mean by priority is everything over here utilizes smart splitters, and smart splitters will take 100% of the assets if it can. Anything it can't take, it will let go on and let the next thing be able to utilize it. But if I need iron plates, it will make nothing but iron plates to get it up to a point in which it has a little bit of overflow. Then we get over here to the things that use all that stuff, and the first thing I have it making is the third thing, which is iron screws. Now iron screws is the fun part because I have iron plates. I think I have a couple lines of iron plates. I have two things of iron rods, but I have 8 lines of screws because you make a lot of screws per line. And when that happens, guys, the big thing I have to do is, remember, after I make it, I have to sort it. I have to load balance the lines, and this is a load balancer for 8 lines, and it is crazy. I did try to make it so that the lines didn't intersect with each other, and that one was a little too big for what I wanted to do here. So this works. It works fine. It looks perfect, and the load balance comes in, the load balance comes out, and it looks great. And we're going to keep doing it until we are done. Look at this. Okay, so we have iron plates and iron rods as per usual. We have screws that we saw last time. After that, we have reinforced iron plates and rotors. We have modular frames. We have smart plates. And finally, right here, we are making iron rebar so that I can shoot whatever I want. Now the only thing I need to do now is put the walls on, put the ceiling on, and anything and everything I think that will look great for this thing. Okay, here we go. Till we're done. Okay, look at this. Okay, so this is the command center for my iron plant. Right now this is for my main command center because I don't have a better one. But I have walls on, I have the ceiling on. That right there now is the copper plant. I did that too. I know you didn't really need to see that, but I can show you in a little bit. But this is what it looks like from the inside. And I did have a couple epiphanies. One was I use about a little over double the power that I make with my power plant. But I also know that this particular Ironworks factory is set up so that nothing is on at the same time. It's just what is being made. And since I bypass everything with a priority system, and by the way, if you guys are still really confused by how I explained the priority system, let me know in the comments. I will make another video and explain it in detail if you really need it. But for the power plant portion, I did install a whole bunch of these circuit breakers so that I can turn off it in sections. And so if I turn it on in sections, it'd be able to run in and be able to keep the power going instead of having everything turn on at once, realize it can't run everything, and turn right back off. It looks great. I love how it came out. Everything just looks splendid. And just to itch that you need to have everything look awesome thing that I have, look at this. Look how just everything has its place, symmetrical, looks fantastic. I love it. I love it. Okay, let me show you what the copper factory looks like. It's a little bit different than this. But it does the same thing, except for the fact that instead of everything going horizontally, I did it vertically. So at the bottom portion, mining things, which is below me, and then we have wire, copper sheets, and then the top one will be wire. And it has the same system. Everything has its priority. It makes wire before it makes anything else. Then it makes copper sheets before it makes anything else. This one doesn't have nearly a bunch overlap, but it's still great. And I have all my stuff to be able to pick up over here, and I am done. And look at all this. I love it. I love how it looks. I'm not nearly as fancy as a lot of people who build things, but everything just runs so well. I love it. Okay, so the next episodes I'm going to try to be able to do, I need to get another power plant going, and the way I am thinking for that is I'm going to find out where near me are the oil fields. The oil fields around here somewhere. I think they're up here somewhere. And I know that near those oil fields I have another coal and sulfur area that I can grab stuff from, and I'll make another plant right there. And the reason for that is because wherever I make it, I can then bypass the generation from power from compacted coal and then ship the compacted coal over to where I make oil when I unlock that portion, and be able to make it into, I think it's called turbo fuel. And then after that, we need to get to work on the steel plant. I hope you guys like what you saw. If you want me to do something else, you have some ideas that you want me to do, let me know. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.